Welcome to my channel. Old Worth Coins. It looks like you're asking for the value, details and condition information about the 1966 US $quarter coin. Here's an in-depth breakdown. 1966 US $quarter coin. Design. Obverse front features George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Reverse back depicts a bald eagle with an olive branch and arrows in its talons. Designed by William F. Simple. Composition. The 1966 quarter is made from copper nickel-clad, no silver content. Core 75% copper. Outer layers 25% nickel. The US Mint stopped using silver for quarters after 1964. So the 1966 quarter contains no silver. 1966 quarter value breakdown. Face value 25 cents 25 cents. Typical value 2024 estimates. Circulated use typically worth face value 25 cents. Uncirculated if the coin is in excellent uncirculated condition, it could be worth $1 to $3. Proof coin, special collector coins with a high quality finish. Produced in limited quantities. Could be worth $3 to $5 or more, depending on the condition and demand. Since the 1966 quarter doesn't contain silver, its value is primarily determined by its condition and whether it has a mint error. Factors that affect the value of the 1966 quarter. Condition. Circulated use. These coins show wear, which typically reduces their value to face value. Uncirculated, MS-60, MS-70 coins in mint condition, with no wear or damage, can be worth more. Proof coins. High quality coins produced for collectors, typically worth more than face value, especially in well-preserved condition. Mint mark. The mint mark for the 1966 quarter if present is located on the reverse side below the eagle. No mint mark. The majority of 1966 quarters were minted in Philadelphia and don't have a mint mark. Demint mark. Denver. Some 1966 quarters were minted in Denver, but they are less common than Philadelphia minted ones. S mint mark. San Francisco. Number 1966 quarters were made for circulation at the San Francisco Mint, but they did make proof sets there. Errors. If the 1966 quarter has a mint error, e.g. double die, off center, or missing elements, it could be worth more than a regular coin. Error coins can range in value from $10 to $100 or more, depending on the type of error and rarity. Special considerations for the 1966 quarter. No silver content unlike earlier quarters pre-1965, which were made with 90% silver. The 1966 quarter is a clad copper nickel coin and doesn't have intrinsic silver value. This means its value is driven mostly by its condition. Mint errors and demand from collectors. Mint errors. If your 1966 quarter has a minting error, such as an off-center strike, double die, or misaligned die, it could be worth more. The value of error coins can vary widely depending on the error type and severity, with rare errors sometimes fetching significant premiums. Conclusion. The 1966 quarter is typically worth face value unless it's in excellent condition or part of a proof set, uncirculated. Coins can be worth more in the range of $1 to $3. Proof coins could fetch $3 to $5 or more, especially in pristine condition. Error coins could be worth more, depending on the type and rarity of the error. If you have a 1966 quarter and want to know its exact value, it's important to check the condition, whether it's circulated or uncirculated. The mint mark, if any, indicating where it was minted. Whether it has any mint errors. Feel free to share any additional details or photos of the coin, and I can give you a more specific estimate. The 1967 US $quarter is a common coin from the period when the United States was using 90% silver quarters. Here are some details about its value, depending on its condition. 1. Basic information. Mint mark. It could be a D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or no mint mark for Philadelphia. Composition, 90% silver, 10% copper. Weight, 6.25 grams. Diameter, 24.3 millimeters. Edge, reeded. 2. Value based on condition. Good G. A coin in this condition will show significant wear, and the details of the design will be barely visible. Value could range from $5 to $7 due to the silver content. Very good VG. Slightly more defined details. Value around $6 to $8. Fine F. Some of the original design is still visible. Value between $7 to $9. Very fine VF. Strong design details with only slight wear. Value is about $9 to $11. Extremely fine EF. Almost no wear. Very sharp details. Value is around $12 to $15. AU. About uncirculated, minor signs of wear, but most of the mint luster remains. Value is around $15 to $20. Mint state MS. A coin in perfect, uncirculated condition. Value could be $20 to $25 or more. 3. Special cases. Silver content. The silver content itself plays a significant role in the value of older quarters. As of the current silver market price, each 1967 quarter contains about 0.1808 ounces of silver. With silver prices fluctuating, the melt value of these quarters will also change. At silver prices around $25 per ounce, a 1967 quarter's silver content alone could be worth around $4.50 to $5. 4. Condition and rarity. Most 1967 quarters are not considered rare, so the value is largely influenced by their condition and the silver content. If you want a more accurate evaluation of your 1967 quarter, you can get it graded by a professional service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) or Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) to determine its exact condition and value. The 1968 U.S. quarter dollar is part of the series issued during a time when the United States switched from using 90% silver to copper-nickel-clad coins. Here is the detailed information about the 1968 quarter dollar. 1. Basic information. Mint mark, it could be a D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or no mint mark for Philadelphia. Composition, 75% copper, 25% nickel, no longer silver. Weight, 5.67 grams. Diameter, 24.3 millimeters. Edge, reeded. 2. Value based on condition. Since the 1968 quarter is not made of silver, it is less valuable than earlier quarters. The value of these coins depends on their condition and can be broken down as follows. Good G. Heavy wear, with most of the design details worn away. A coin in this condition is worth around 25 cents, the face value, but it might have a small premium due to its age. Very good VG. Some design details are still visible. Value is around 25 cents to 50 cents. Fine F. More detail visible, but still significant wear. The value is 50 cents to $1. Very fine VF. The coin still shows sharp design details, but there may be slight wear. Value is around $1 to $2. Extremely fine EF. Very little wear with most of the mint details visible. Value is around $2 to $4. About uncirculated AU. Very slight signs of wear, with most of the original mint luster intact. Value is around $4 to $7. Mint state MS. A coin in perfect, uncirculated condition. In this state, the coin may be worth $7 to $12 or more, depending on demand and other factors. 3. Special cases. Silver content, unlike earlier quarters. The 1968 quarter does not contain silver, so its value is mainly determined by its numismatic appeal and condition. 4. Rarity and demand. The 1968 quarter is generally not considered rare. It is part of the regular coinage produced in large quantities, and as a result, it is not typically worth more than its face value, unless it is in excellent condition or has a mint error. 5. Error coins. Mint errors if a 1968 quarter has a minting error, such as a mistrike or die crack. Its value could be higher. Coins with significant errors may be worth more to collectors. Summary: